So I'm here at GroWell Birmingham, and we're going to give you some information on Zenzym, Shogun Zenzym, with Dr. Callie Seaman. So, Doc, what is Shogun Zenzym?
Well, it's a blend of enzymes, including cellulase, protease, xylase, all designed to help break down any dead root material. It's a little bit like giving your roots a bit of a facial, a bit of exfoliation. It gets rid of that. It also will help to break down anything that's around that root zone, anything that has got the potential to breed bacteria on it, to breed fungus on it, pathogenic ones that will then destroy your beautiful plants.
Yeah.
So it's all about that. It's all about improving the health of the root zone. As well, it's also really good for recycling nutrients and actually recycling your media. So applying it to your media allows you to be able to use it again.
Okay. Oh, cool. That's really interesting. So you say it's like an exfoliator. It cleans out the roots.
Yeah, that's one way you could look at it, because it'll take any of that. Like yourself, you get that dead skin layer on yourself, on your face, and you can feel all that dry skin. You get yourself an exfoliator, you clean it all off, and you feel clean as a whistle. So the advantage of this is, by removing that, it allows better uptake of nutrients.
Yeah.
It gets rid of anything that's got the potential to harbour disease there. And as I say, it increases that surface area for making nutrients more bioavailable and releasing them out of the media as well. So the plant can then reabsorb them and reuse them again.
Awesome. So when should a typical grower use Zenzym in their growing sort of cycle?
Well, there's lots of different methodology. Some people use it on cuttings, so when they've actually taken the cutting, so that you're having this speeding up of those reactions of that breaking down at the surface of the cutting. So you can use it during that stage, and you can use it all the way through the plant's life cycle. It's ideal if you're doing a regrowth, for example. If you want to get the plant going again, it's perfect for that at the end of your cycle. But it would be most beneficial when you're actually well into the cycle of growing, and you're wanting to release any nutrient that's built up or anything that is started to you've got a good root mass that needs actually breaking down. It's perfect for things like hydro, where did you get that?
Towards the end it kind of broke up, but you were saying that it's perfect for hydro. So you're saying you can use it in hydro and cocoa and soil?
Yes, you can use it in any of them, no problems whatsoever. If you're reusing media, no problems with cocoa and with the soil. Again, it will help to break down anything that's organic within that actual root mass, within that media as well. Release it back in there so the plant can.
Another question that a few people had was, can you use it with silver bullet roots, so a hydrogen peroxide solution?
Personally, I wouldn't recommend you do this. Because of the nature of the actual enzymes, they've got what's known as this tertiary structure. So all enzymes are proteins, and these have a very specific shape. And what they do is, this very specific shape has what's known as an active site, which a substrate will go into, which is basically the reaction that it's catalyzing and speeding up. Because that's what enzymes are. They don't take part in the reaction. What they do is they just speed the reactions up. So the catalyst, essentially. Now, with them being proteins and with them having this very specific structure and shape and this active site that the reaction needs to fit into for it to work, things like hydrogen peroxide can actually destroy this structure. It can break the bonds, and it can actually disrupt what's known as the tertiary structure, and that it no longer works. So the enzyme stops working. So I wouldn't recommend that you use them on the same day. What you need to ask yourself is, what am I using these products for? So am I using silver bullet as a preventative, and have I had a disease previously? So do I really need to be using the enzyme at the same time? So I wouldn't use, as I say, the two together. Do you need that silver bullet in there? That you've got to ask yourself that. So I wouldn't use them together, because you'd just be wasting your money. You're actually reducing the efficiency of both products.
So you would use them separately. So silver bullet to actually tackle the disease, and then enzyme to prevent it.
It will help break down any dead material there that can harbour disease, but I certainly can't promote it as something that will, eliminate disease. This is not a disease killer.
Awesome. So, with Shogun Zenzym, can it be used alongside products such as Start and Katana? And what's the difference between a product like Zenzym and Start or Katana?
So yes, it's no problems using it with any products like that. So Start and Katana is perfect to use alongside with those. These are very different kind of products. Zenzym itself is an enzyme blend. So this is about speeding up reactions. There's no fertilizer in there. Start, now that is an actual nutrient for younger plants. So that's about providing the nutrition and encouraging the roots based on the amount of nutrition. Katana is a seaweed-based product, and that is about root stimulation. That's a biostimulant, so that will encourage the actual roots to search for the water, to encourage the mycorrhizal to actually blossom, and those bright, fluffy roots to come along. So there are 3 different products that work perfectly together and all function in very different ways.
Awesome. So even for Katana, although it still helps roots, it helps roots in a different way than Zenzym does.
Correct. It's a seaweed-based product, Katana, and that is, as I say, it's about stimulating roots with naturally occurring hormones that you find in the actual seaweed that's within Katana. Zenzym is about speeding up those reactions, breaking down and releasing the nutrients so the plant can utilise those from the media, as opposed to actually supplying it with any nutritional value or stimulating root development.
Brilliant. Well, there you go. A little intro on Zenzym with myself and Dr. Callie. Good night.
Thanks, that'll do.